The story of the stunning success of India's MSME sector is one that has resounded in corporate corridors around the world. This sector has been the vital cog in the wheel of the Indian economy, working relentlessly to build India. 31 million small and medium enterprises across the country are growing at a staggering pace of 13% per year, even at a time when crosswinds of economic turmoil are sweeping the globe. They contribute over 13,000 crore rupees to India's manufacturing output and over 12,000 crore rupees to total exports by manufacturing over 8,000 products, which constitute close to 9% of India's GDP. 70 million people depend on these SMEs for their very existence across 7,200 business and geographical clusters and comprise over 90% of the industrial units of India. The Leaders of Tomorrow Awards had a phenomenal start in their first 2 seasons, garnering a total of 60,000 entries. This year, in their 3rd season, we've received a staggering 63,000 entries, more than the combined numbers of the last 2 seasons. The Leaders of Tomorrow Awards have become the definitive and most credible awards for small and medium enterprises today. And ET Now, in partnership with IndiaMART.com, aims to pay tribute to these 31 million SMEs carrying India to greater heights.
So MSME sector is the backbone of any economy, and especially in an economy like India or China, where there is a fragmented population, MSME sector plays the vital role in terms of employment and in terms of distribution and in terms of produce collection.
After 2 very successful seasons of the Leaders of Tomorrow feature series and awards, the month of June 2012 saw the process of selecting India's finest MSMEs start again. A massive call for entries campaign was launched across various media platforms, inviting entrepreneurs across the country to nominate their companies across a host of categories. The response came in thousands, and many companies got selected to be featured on ET Now. Simultaneously, the ET Now team travelled the length and breadth of the country to visit some of the outstanding MSMEs and share their tales of vision and enterprise with the television viewers. Now, with the culmination of the feature series, it's time to select the winners of the IndiaMART Leaders of Tomorrow Awards 2012.
If you really see, there are a lot of awards for the corporate sector, and they get encouragement using the applause from the share market as well as from the industry. However, small and medium enterprises, and they are developing, they are doing things for the country, but little recognition is given to them, and that recognition turns into encouragement, and encouragement turns into flourishment. So our idea is that let us recognize the leaders early on and give them some encouraging awards, so that they are further fueled to go 1 mile extra and do a better job for their country, do a better job for themselves, and of course for the whole economy.
The award categories for the Leaders of Tomorrow Awards 2012 are divided into 3 broad categories: Manufacturing, Services and Special Recognition Awards. In the manufacturing sector, the categories are Auto Components, Chemicals and Petrochemicals, Electricals and Electronics, Engineering Products, FMCG and Consumer Durables, Food and Agri Products, Home Decor and Handicrafts, Pharmaceuticals, Drugs and Medical Equipment, and Textiles, Apparel and Accessories. In the services sector, the categories are Finance, Banking and Allied Products, Healthcare, Biotech and Hospital Services, IT, ITES BPO or Value-Added Services, Transport and Logistics, and Travel and Hospitality. This year, the Special Recognition category sees a new addition in the form of the SME Game Changer Award. The others are the Woman Entrepreneur of the Year and finally the SME of the Year for 2012. This year's Leaders of Tomorrow Awards reached an overwhelming 63,000 entries, and to validate the data of the applicants, ET now tied up with one of the world's most trusted names in knowledge management, Ernst & Young. As knowledge partners for the awards, Ernst & Young established exceptional benchmarks for the screening process.
We received 63,000 entries, and that's a huge number. But we have to consider each and every one of those entries. We can't ignore anybody. So we used a variety of techniques around that. We used ratios, we used a bit of financial modeling, we used a combination of various financial numbers to actually whittle down all those entries to a first cut of around 70 entries per award category. For those 70 entries, we actually checked the data back to audited financial statements. We whittled them down further to 30 per category.
Ernst & Young then selected the top 30 companies in each category based on stringent selection parameters. ET now then constituted a screening jury of eminent professionals across a plethora of industries and presented this data to them. The screening process took place in the 3 nerve centers of India Inc., namely Delhi, Mumbai and Bengaluru, where the jury selected the top 5 nominees in each of the 15 categories.
These 5 finalists were again taken to a national jury, and that jury again, based on question answers, based on the innovation that they had done, the kind of things that they had done which India has not seen before, they actually got them down to 1 winner in each category, a great story. That's the process. So it's quite complex, it requires a lot of rigor, but we have to take that effort to make sure it's fair.
On the 30th of November 2012, a distinguished final jury chaired by Arun, Maira, Member Planning Commission of India, finally selected the winners of the Leaders of Tomorrow Awards 2012. To help choose the winners, Mr. Arun Maira was ably assisted in the selection process by some of corporate India's most recognizable names. Kris Gopalakrishnan, co-founder and executive co-chairman Infosys, Sunil Munjal, joint MD of Hero Motocorp, Suneeta Reddy, joint MD of Apollo Hospitals Group, GV Prasad, vice chairman and CEO at Dr. Reddy's Laboratories, Vikram Bakshi, managing director of McDonalds India North and East, Vineet Nayar, vice chairman and CEO HCL Technologies, and Shivinder Singh, Vice Chairman and Managing Director, Fortis Healthcare. Let's now get this eminent jury's thoughts on the MSME sector.
Largest number of industries in this country are in the small scale sector. I think 90% of them are like the companies we are meeting today, and that they do contribute 50% of our output and even exports actually. And so it's nice to meet even companies here today who are actually exporting things out of India, even though they're so small. It can be done.
It's absolutely essential for us as we look at our economy going forward, the kind of demographics that we have. It's essential for us that both the manufacturing sector must grow, and if that is to grow, the SME sector must grow.
India is poised right in between being also a grand country or being the most innovative country in the world. And SME sector is the only hope where you will see significant amount of innovation come in, which is going to drive innovation.
Indeed, small and medium enterprises are a hub for path-breaking innovation.